Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, August 29th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with AEW Dynamite broadcast live last night on TBS from the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois. In the closing segment, new AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson was attacked by Jack Perry to end the show.
Jack Perry, look at a blindside assault on Bryan Danielson, completely uncalled for. Danielson was offering an open shot. Perry didn't have to do this.
He said first come, first serve. Well, first come is Jack Perry, the TNT champ.
Oh man, and Jack Perry has him lined up. Perry! Just like he lined up Darby Allin to win the coffin match on Sunday. What a headshot there by the TNT champion.
Danielson had just announced that he planned to end his full-time career once he loses the title. The opening promo segment featured the return of Jon Moxley to AEW television.
Oh yeah? Well, there is Jon Moxley. We haven't seen him since Forbidden Door, Tony.
Yeah, the end of June, Forbidden Door. And here he comes. And the fans are going bananas here. Guys, I didn't expect to see.
I mean, it's been a minute since we've seen Mox. Look at his facial expression. There is something on that man's mind.
MJF also delivered a promo on the show, but was attacked by Daniel Garcia, leading to a pull-apart brawl by security. Swerve Strickland challenged Hangman Adam Page to a steel cage match at All Out next month. The challenge came after Page had just defeated Tomohiro Ishii. Ricochet made his Dynamite debut, defeating Kyle Fletcher. After the match, Will Ospreay came out to confront Ricochet, but was jumped by Pac. In other results, Jamie Hayter made her in-ring return with a win over Harley Cameron, and the Conglomeration and Hook defeated the Learning Tree and Roderick Strong. After the match, the Undisputed Kingdom was out to jump Hook. In WWE news, the new Monday Night Raw announced team of Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett will start with next Monday's show, according to an announcement made by WWE to Sports Business Journal yesterday. They would be replacing the current team of Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Tessitore and Barrett are also expected to stay with Monday Night Raw once the show moves to Netflix in January. Monday Night Raw will be coming to Saudi Arabia for a special episode in November, according to an official announcement from Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. The episode is scheduled to be taped in conjunction with Crown Jewel, also scheduled to take place in Saudi Arabia in November. In ratings news, NXT this week drew an audience of 615,000 to USA Network, according to WrestleNomics. That's down from last week's audience of 639,000. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .15, also down from last week's demo rating of .16. And finally, in news from outside the ring, Sami Zayn announced earlier this week that his charity, Sammy for Syria, has raised $24,744, which Zayn has matched for a total contribution of $50,000 for mobile clinics providing medical care in war-torn Syria. Zayn, who is the child of Syrian immigrants, initiated the charity on the occasion of his birthday last month. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.